Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building DoodleBob. Now, for this video creation, we're going to be using some black wool and then some white wool. And let's begin with just 3 blocks of our black wool. So let's line up. And like I said, we're going to start with just 3 blocks. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to go up by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Then we're going to grab our white wool and we're just going to add 8 blocks down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to place 1, 2, 3 black wools. The reason we placed this 8 white wools is because we needed to make a gap out of 8 blocks. Now, after we have these 3 black wools, we're going to go up by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And those are going to be the legs of our DoodleBob. Now we need to start doing the whole SpongeBob himself, or the whole DoodleBob. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then starting here, going all the way to the right, we're going to place 21 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then finally 21. So make sure you guys have this for your DoodleBob. Now feel free to pause the video whenever you need to. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to start working on the outline. So for the outline, we're going to go over here and we're going to go up by 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17. So after we have those 17 black wools, what we need to do is that we're going to need to add 13 on this side, but we need to start them right here. So wait, no, right here. Do you guys see that? So 2 blocks from the top, we need to start adding 13 black wools going up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. But once again, make sure that you start 2 blocks. And then this is 13. Now we're going to do the top part. And for the top part, we're going to place 23 blocks going to the left. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So make sure you guys have 23 black wool blocks. And oh my god, they're going to be too close together. So I'm going to have to break that in just a second, but we're not going to worry about it just yet. What we're going to worry about is that over here, we need to have 7 black wools going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after those 7, we need to line up right here and go down by 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. Then what we're going to do next is that over here, we need to go down by 7 black wools, but we're going to do it 2 blocks. So just like here, we're going to go over here and we're going to go down by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once again, make sure that this is going to be 13. And then this one is going to be 7, but it starts 2 blocks into the other line. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Then what we're going to do next is that we are going to grab our black wool. And then over here, we're just going to add a white wool to the right. And then below it, we're going to go down by 10 black wool. So make sure you guys have 10 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. That's going to be the outline of our SpongeBob. We now have to do the arms. But I do sadly have to break his arm over here because we might have made him too close. So I'm going to go do that just to make some space, and I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so I'm back. I broke his arm, but before we even get started on his arms, we still have to do a little bit more detail in our SpongeBob ourselves. So what we're going to do is that over here, do you guys see this leg? We're going to go right above it, and we're going to add 2 black wools, just like that. So it's pretty easy, but nonetheless, make sure that you guys have 2 black wools just like that. And then we're going to go over here to the left, and we're going to add 7 white wools, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then right above it, we're going to place 15 black wools going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then finally 15. So make sure you guys have 15 black wool blocks going to the right. And then down here, we're going to need to add 3 black wools. So make sure you guys have 15 and then 3 over here. And then what we're going to need to do is that we're going to need to add another 4 white wools. The reason we keep adding those wools is that we know exactly where to place the next block. You know, we're building from those, so that's why we're doing that. And then what we're going to do next is that we're going to place a black, a white, and a black, just like that. So make sure you guys have this shape. Then we're going to place a black wool right here. Below this black wool, we're going to grab our white wool, and we're going to make a big plus sign. Like that. Then we're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place 2 diagonal black wools going to the left, 2 diagonal black wools going to the right. And then we're going to place another 2 diagonal black wools, and then 1 right here. And we're just basically going to surround that big plus sign, and that's going to be his tie. Then what we're going to need to do next is that we're going to grab our white wool. We're going to place 2 white wools here with 2 black wools below it, and then 3 going to the right. And that's going to be the bottom part of our DoodleBob. Now we're going to start doing the face, and then we'll leave the arms for last. But this is what we should have up to this point. Okay, awesome. Now it's time to start working on his mouth and eyes and nose and all of that. So we're going to grab our black wool, and right here, do you guys see this area? So right basically above this white on the other side of the line, right here we're going to place 11. So that's our first block. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So make sure you have added 11 black wools just like that. And then above it, we're going to add 13. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. So once again, make sure you have a row of 11 and then a row of 13. And then starting on the right here, we need to add 3 rows of 14 black wool blocks. So we need to add 3 rows of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to be our first out of 3 rows. So now let's do our second row of 14 black wool blocks. And then our third row of 14 black wool blocks. So once again, we have 11, 13, 14, 14, and then 14 more black wool blocks. Then on the top, we're going to skip a space. We're going to add 3 black wools, and then 2 black wools on the top. And we're going to grab our white wool, and we're going to make a cube out of white wool, and then a cube out of black wool, and then a cube. It's made out of 4 blocks, inside of themselves, making a bigger cube. Then on this right side, we're going to add 3 black wools, and then 2 black wools directly on top of it. And then starting above this white wool, we're going to make a row of 6 going to the right and then on top of the other white cube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty easy. Then we're going to do 2 black wools. We're going to do another cube out of 4 white wools. So that way we can place 2 black wools on the left, 2 black wools on the right, and 2 black wools on the top, and that's going to be his nose. So now let's take a big step back. He's already coming along really nicely. We're now starting to do the detailed part of the build. So for that, over here on the right side, what we need to do is that we're just going to add a white wool, and then 3 black wools on the top, and then 2 diagonal black wools going down and to the right. Because we're building his other eye, so that's what we're doing. Then what we're going to do next is that over here we need to add 3 black wools going to the right. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. And then 2 diagonal black wools going up. Just like that. Then over here we need to have 4 black wools going up. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to have 2 diagonal black wools, just like so, up on this right corner. So make sure you guys have that. It's a little bit complicated, but I believe you guys can do it. Remember, this is going to be 4 black wools going up. Then we have our 2 diagonal. And then over here, we're going to have 5 black wools going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to add a black wool here. We're going to skip a space, and we're going to add another black wool. And then over here, we need to have 2 black wools going down. So 1, 2. And that's going to be his eye. Now we need to add the pupil, that little dot inside of the eye. So for that, we're going to place a white wool here. And then 2 black wools going down. And then we're going to add a cube out of 4 white wools. And then we're going to place 2 black wools on the bottom, 2 black wools on the right, and 2 black wools on the top. Now, if you feel like I'm going too fast, I feel like I'm going too fast right now. So I'm just going to remind you, feel free to pause the video whenever you need to. That way we can keep this moving at a nice pace. And in case you need a little bit of extra building time, because this is really complicated, feel free to stop the video whenever you need to. So now let's go ahead and do the other eye. We're almost done here. He's coming along really nicely. I'm really happy with how he's turning out. So what we're going to do is that we're going to place a white wool here and then 4 black wools on the left of it. Just like that. Then we're going to add 2 black wools in the middle. Then on the bottom, we're going to place 1 black wool like that. So 1 diagonal black wool. And then over here, another 1 diagonal black wool. Now on the bottom here, we are going to need to add 3 black wools on the bottom going to the left. So 1, 2, and 3, just like that, attaching it right next to that 1 diagonal black wool. Then we need to have 1 upwards diagonal. And then on the left, we're going to go up by 3 black wools. So 1, 2, 3. Then on the top here, we're going to need to add 2 black wools going up, just like so. Then 1 diagonal black wool going on the left. And then over here, we need to add 3 black wools. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to add 1 black wool on the top left part of those 3 black wools that we placed. And then 1 diagonal on the top right. But we're not done. We still need to add the pupil, but that's what the outside of the eye should look like. Now for the pupil, we're going to grab our white wool and we're going to place a cube out of 4 white wools with 2 black wools on the bottom, 2 black wools on the left side, and 2 black wools on the top. And now let's take a big step back. What we're going to be doing next is that we're going to be building his arms. So for his arms, what we're going to do, so we're going to go to this right side and we're going to add 3 blocks, but I'm going to tell you where to do that in just a second. But for now, make sure you guys have this. Now let's continue. We're going to go all the way here. We're going to skip a block right here, and then we're going to add 1, 2, and 3 black wools. So make sure you guys have that. Then starting right here in the middle of this 3 black wools, we're going to add 6 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 black wools. Then on the second block from the top, we're going to go ahead and add 4 black wools. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the second block from the top, we're gonna add 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on the second block from the top, we are going to add 6 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 black wools. And then once again, the second block from the top, we're going to add 5 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So make sure you guys have this for the right arm. We're not completely done with it, but this will be a really good stopping break. Once again, let's do a double check. Make sure this is 3. Then this row is 6. This next row is 4. This next row is 5. This next row is 6. And this next row is 5. And then once again for the final time, 2 blocks from the top, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then what we're going to do next is that right here on the second block from the top, we're going to add 4 white wools. And then 2 white wools, making this little shape. We're going to grab our black again, and we're going to place 5 blocks on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then on this right side, we're going to add 2 black wools. Then starting on top of this white, we're going to add 4 black wools going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place a white wool to the left here. And then 2 more white wools right there. So make sure you guys have that. Then we're going to grab our black wool. We're going to add 1 black wool on the right here. Then 4 across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add 2 black wools right there. And then what we're going to do next is that over here, we're going to place 1 black wool here. Then we're going to move 1 block to the left. And starting on top of this white going up, we're going to place 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 black wools. Then 1 black wool on the top left. Then we're going to grab our white, and right below it, we are going to add 4 white wools. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 white wools. We're going to switch to our black again, and we're going to go down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to be his right arm. So let's take a big step back. That was kind of complicated, believe it or not, but yeah. So that's going to be his right arm. Now we finally just have to do the left. So for the left arm, it's going to be a lot easier. It's a lot shorter too. So we're going to go back down here. And from the second block from the top of this row, we're going to go ahead and place 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you guys have 4 black wools on this left side. And then over here, we're going to go up by 7. So the second block from the top of this row of 4, we're going to go up by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Now this row is a little bit different. We're going to do the third block from the top this time. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then on the third block from the top, we're going to go up by 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Now, after we do those 15, and once again, it needs to be the third block from the top of the 7 black wools. Then what we're going to do next is that over here, we're going to place a black wool, 2 white wools, and 4 black wools going down. So once again, we're going to add a black wool, 2 white, and 4 black wools. Then starting next to this white, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place 2 white wools. Then a black wool on the bottom and on the top. Then to the left of this white, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 more white wools with a black wool on the top, on the bottom, and 2 black wools on the left. And that's it. The final step is just going to be to fill them in with some white wool, and that's how you make a DoodleBob. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this pixel art tutorial. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't, tell all your friends about us, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.